My friends, it's time. Czech Beats exclusive, February 2026. This is my monthly fun box full of 26 surprises. This is $26.99 a month, shipped straight from the Czech Republic to you, and I get to go through it every month. I'm excited. So let's see what this month is. Maybe. This one is good and closed. There we go. Let's see. Let's make sure I don't have any codes. No. Mosaic of Inspiration. Fun. Okay. So inside is a list of all of the items that's in this. Now, when I'm going through this, I don't know the price of each of these items, okay? But I'm going to give the product number. That way, if you want to go to Kraftika's website and check out specific items, you can do that. I love this. So let's start going through them. Look at that. Look at that. All these fun bags full of surprises. Let's dig right in. So we are going to be starting out with product code 271445. Oh, look at this. That's cool. That's really cool. I am loving this melon teardrop. Look at that etching that goes through that. Oh, that's fun. That's cool. That's cool. Next, 1103921. Oh, look at these little trucks. Oh, so good. Oh, look at how creamy they are. Oh, I love them. Love those. You see that like travertine kind of speckling that goes through them? Love that wash on them. Okay, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. I love this vibe. I love this vibe. Okay, so 997819. And sorry if there was a little break there. I had to sneeze. It hit me out of nowhere. So 997819. I love these little table cut guys. Yes. Little table cut squares. Oh, and it has that beautiful, so this is like the same color. Look at that color that's on the inside. So good. So good. Loving that travertine edge. That is good stuff. Red. Yeah. 997817. Oh, and we get them in blue as well. Oh, love it. Love it. Oh, nice. And it has that same color on the edging. See that? That beautiful, beautiful blue. Oh, that's nice. I love these little guys. I don't have a whole lot of these either. So this is great stuff. 32606. Ow! This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Bracelet City. I love these guys. Oh, look at that color. Oh, that color is nice. Beautiful. We are gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. I love this too because you get just a little bit of all these different things to try out, right? And it's just super cool. Then we are going to 113920. Oh my gosh, this month is going to be so fun, you guys. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. Look at them. Oh, I love them. Oh, that super bright, beautiful turquoise that goes through them. This is so good. Oh, this is so fun. Okay, I'm like wanting to just gobble them all up in a second. 617637. Oh yeah. Love these little flowers. Oh, that crisp white. Oh, that is nice. Very crisp. Beautiful. Love that. Oh, love that. Look at that together. Right? 1003931. What? What? I've never seen these. What are these? This is fun. Look at these. Oh, that is so much fun. I'm loving them, and loving, like, looky here. Right? So good. So good. These are just fun. What is that on there? So cool. So cool. This is just going to be a blast. This is going to be a blast. Love it. With all of this Picasso going on, I am just, oh, I just saw a peak. Okay. As I was saying it right. 1003932. Yes, more Picasso. These are fun. Oh, there's like an AB on these. Seriously. You see that AB? Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. So we have some of the bigger size with the green, and then some of these littler ones, oh, with that AB coating that's on them. This is going to be awesome. This is like Picasso Wash Happiness box. Love that. These, I've never seen that with the AB on them like that. So good. So good. So we have 1003922. We have a little sneak peek. Oh, look at these little discs. Ooh, look at the light going through them. Ooh, one's left. No bead left behind. Oh, look at that light going through them. Those are gorgeous. Oh, so good. They're just little flat discs. See those? See that light, how it goes through them? I love Czech glass. Oh my goodness. It's so, so good. Those are going to be lots of fun. Love them. Oh, those are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Lots of fun. 136601. Ooh, I like these spacers. Oh, these are good. Oh, you see that etching that's on them? Right? I love how little they are. Oh, those are so pretty. Oh yeah, those are going to change up the game in design. I'm thinking especially like if we had these discs on each side of this, that would be so good. Yeah, those are really cool. I love how little they are. Love that. We have 1003927. Oh, I love these little twisted ones. These are little elongated, twisted bicones, and these are top drilled. So these are like brio style, right? So you see how the twist is and where that drill hole is. Those are super cool. Super cool. We don't see these very often, and so I'm really excited about these. They hang really fun. That color too, right? Oh, look at all this so far, you guys. Look at all this so far. 1003930. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. So we have some more little melons, and look at that teal that goes through them. So good. Oh, so good. So it's like the same color. So you see here, look, perfect. Then we have that same kind of teal. Right? Oh, my friends. Yeah, this box has my name written all over it. Love it. Love those. That's going to mesh so well together. Ooh, see the color roll? 1003925. Can't help myself. I'm so excited. Oh, these are matte. Oh, this color. Are you kidding? Look at that. Oh, they're those same kind of little discs, and they are just that matte turquoise. Absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. I love these. We don't get these in matte like this. Oh, so good. So good. Those are almost like fluorescent or something. Those are gorgeous. 29200. So this is going to pull the softness of that color tone in. Love that. Love that. So these are that matte as well. Look at the perfection of them. Oh, that's so good. Love that. So like this color, looky. Is that not perfect? Oh. Oh, Craftica. I'm loving this month. This is good, good stuff. 37539. Oh, yes, we get some little bales. I'm liking that. I'm really liking that. These could be so useful. So useful. Love that. Just pop right through a pendant. Yeah, that's good. I don't know if we've ever gotten any of these from them before. I love that. Very smart. 28746. Oh, I love them. Oh, I love my little dragonflies. I love these. Looky, guys. And then if we brought these in and we brought these in. Oh my. So, so good. Love them. This is super exciting. Super exciting. Love that blue. Oh my. Oh, Picasso and then that blue in there. Yes, yes. Dragonfly happiness. That is so good. That makes me so super happy. 37920. Oh, look. Oh, we have rings. Are you kidding? Oh my. Okay. So looky here. Right? You're getting it. See there? So you can so easily hook through to strand beads on here. These rings are so cool. I don't have anything like this. Love that. And they're adjustable. You see here? And this is the good kind of adjustable too. So it's the interlocking. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're going to have a blast. We're going to have a blast. That's so good. And you know, I love that too about Craftica and this box because, you know, it's primarily for jewelry designers and jewelry makers, but there's other just little happiness that they filter in through, and it's just so good. Like this actually, I love this cording that they had put in, right? So this is from one of the past boxes, and I just love it. They are just so much fun. And they think outside of the box. Yeah, sorry about that. So 1003928. Whoa, look at these twisted bicones. Oh, these are gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, wow. Oh wow, they're so shiny. It's hard to... Here, this is a good one to show. Look at that. Oh, that is so good. Love those swirls. Love the way that Picasso's done. Those are beautiful. Completely new, completely different. That is stunning. I'm in love. I'm in love with these. And these are going to go so well with that red. You see that? Let's bring these right on down here. Then we'll just fill this back in. Kind of can't help myself. Right? And then if we filter these in, so like, look. And look at the edging there. See, so that creamy's pulling in that perfect, perfect tone. See there? So smart, so good. I'm loving it. Super. This month is it for me. 1003929. Oh. Yep, they just took the cake. Look at the little shamrocks on there. Oh, I love that. So look. It brings in that tone. It brings in this tone. It brings in this guy. And it brings in these guys. So fun. Yes, yes. Keep this up. Definitely, Craftica. This is a just amazing box. I love all of these boxes and I love all of the surprises. This is so good. So, so good. That's fun. That is so much fun. 1003926. We are totally making something after this. We're doing a design. Oh, little kiwi beads. Oh, look at that color. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes, please. Oh, just so deep. That is so good. Love them. Love them. So it has that Picasso wash too. So you're seeing that speckling, right? Yeah, that's lots of fun. And it really pulls in that green from those twist beads. Oh, yeah. Good, good, good. 529349. Oh, I just want to go in this vibe forever. This is so good. Oh, we have bead caps. Oh, nice. Little 8mm bead caps. Oh, very elegant. Very nice. Yeah, I'm liking those. Very pretty. Very pretty. Very elegant. Me and my bead caps, you know. Yeah, those are real good. That's good stuff. Beautiful, and they go really well too with those little barrel beads. 31084. Ah! And then we have the tie that binds them all. Looky there. So I'm loving that. Yes, little 4mm Picasso Drux. And so I don't even need to pull anything up. You see, it's going to be just perfect. Love them. Love them, love them. Oh yeah, lots of fun. We have 1003923. Oh, yes, so we have these in matte. These are like the frosted. That's what they are, is frosted. There he is. Oh, so good. So it's the same as these, except they are in that frosted. Love them. Love the discs. Yeah, that is good stuff. Smart. See them together? Oh yeah, that is so good together. So good together. I don't want to see the bottom of the box. 1003924. I really don't want to see the bottom of the box on this. I want to just keep going. This is perfect. Oh, these. Oh. So we're getting lots of these discs, and I'm just so happy about it. Oh, how elegant is that? Look at that color. It's a very light, like dusty rose. Ah, my vibe. Oh, I love them. Love that speckling, that colorway on these. It pulls in that kind of mellow neutral, right? So it's just kind of pulling things in together. Those are gorgeous. I'm in love with those. Oh, you see that color? Yeah, those are spot on. So good. Oh my goodness, there's lots going on in this one. Oh, way to end this, right? 26013. What do we have in this little bag? Look at this mix. You guys, this is tying everything in together. Look at all of these. Oh my goodness. My friends at Craftica and Czech Beads exclusive, you just got an A+++. Yeah, this box is divine. Divine. So we're pulling all of those colorways in. We even have those bright greens to go with some of them. We have some little, look at these. And they all kind of had that Picasso wash on them. This is so smart, so fun. I love all the variety of colors, the variety of sizes, and those different textures and washes that's on them. That is so smart. I love this. Oh my goodness, look at this month's box, you guys. Oh my. Look, 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 look. This is so good. This is so good. Look at it all. Oh my goodness. Let me move this out of the way. This is so smart and it is so much fun and I am just thrilled. Thrilled. You guys, let me make something. And before I do though, just know if you don't know Czech Beads exclusive, you should. You should. This is 26 surprises every month, shipped straight to you from the Czech Republic. So often these are new things, right? Like, look, have you ever seen anything like this? No. And that's so much fun. So much fun. Go check them out. Go check yours out. I have my special link that's listed below. Here's my code. It gets you a discount on your first box if you want to try them out, and you should try them out. All right, give me a minute. Let's put something together here. I'll be right back. So we are going to be making 2 bracelets today and I am excited. So I couldn't decide between the 2 of them. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to decide to do both of them. So let's do that. So for this first bracelet, it is going to be this stuff right here. And what I'm using for my stringing wire is Soft Flex Medium in that garnet color. And so I have these cut to just over 6 inches each. This is going to be a double strand. And so what I'm pulling in from this month's box is first these gorgeous, gorgeous twist beads that are top drilled. I love them. I think they're amazing and I've never had anything like them. I'm pulling in the tile beads, 2 of those 8mm. From the mix that came in there, I'm pulling several things from the mix. So for this bracelet, I grabbed some of these that was in that mix. Oops. So there's some in there that's kind of that black with the travertine, and then there's that deep red, and then this beautiful, beautiful color here. And then also for the closure, I'm pulling in some of the other pieces that were in that mix. I'm using that table cut flower, so we're going to pull that in, and the rondelles that I'm pulling in are those frosted rondelles. Love them. Love them, love them. So what I'm pulling in from my stash is just very limited little things, right? So I have some little spacer beads. These I got from Panda Haul. These are 2 by 1.5mm little electroplated glass beads here in that gold. So I'm pulling those in. I have my 4mm bead caps. Those I get from Amazon, and I'll have those linked below. And then I just had to, I was like, I know I've seen this kind of color swirl before, you know, and so I went through my stuff and I was like, I sure enough did. And so I'm bringing in these 2 beads from my stash. I can't help myself. They worked out so well. And so I'm pulling these little Czech glass guys in. Okay, so for our closure, we are going to be pulling in some leather. And so I have this gorgeous leather that I had gotten from Lima Beads. And so this is 1.5mm leather. I cut this to 6 inches, and all I've done is took it kind of in half and made an overhand little knot. That's it. That's all I've done so far. Okay. So let's get going on this. All right. So for this first strand, I am absolutely pulling in these guys. These guys have to come in, and actually I'm going to use 4 of them. One of them I think I'm going to make a dangle out of. And I'm going to be pulling in both of these plus our flower, and then we're going to be pulling in some of those rondelles and some of these other spacers. So let's start out with the center point, and that's going to be this beautiful table cut flower. So I want this right down in the center, and I do want to bead cap it. So I'm going to have a little gold action going on each side of it. Just a little something, something on there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these as kind of a little, you know, spacer. So I'm gonna put one of our little, isn't that cute how that just kind of sits there? It pulls out that color. I love the frosted in these. And then on each side of that, I wanted a little bit of spacing because then I'm going to be pulling these guys in. Okay, and so I went ahead and thought, well, let's pop one of these on each side. That way it gives just a little bit of space before we pop these guys on. And then let's bring these right in. So I'm going to have 2 on each side. Okay, so we'll pop 2 of these guys on. I just think they're so cool. You know, they have that top drill like the Brio style. And so they're going to do their little up down kind of action. Okay, so what they're going to end up doing is that. And that's going to be the focal of the strand. Isn't it so pretty? Yeah, I'm just all in. Okay, so I do want to bring in, I'll go ahead and finish out this side. Let's bead bug this side. Just that I'm not all fingers and hands, right? Okay, so I do want to put on one of these little spacers on the other side of those 2. And then I'm going to do just this little series. I wanted to bring in a couple of these guys and one of these. Okay, just to bring in that kind of tone. So we've got this color pop going on here. And then I'm just going to put on one of these little rondelles. And then one of these that were in that mix. And look at those. Aren't they just so cool? I love that. And then we'll put one of these on the other side. Okay, so this is what we'll be looking at. Now let's put one of these on. It kind of pulls that deep red, you know, flows it through here. And I want one of our little spacers on each side of this. And then I'll tell you, if you don't have little spacer beads like this, it's okay. Use a little 11-0 seed bead. Okay, that'll work just fine. Just fine, but I love it. And then on this other side, we're just going to do another kind of series like this, but I'm going to pull the black in. Okay, so I'm going to do the black with the frosted. So here, I'm going to do that frosted, one of those black, and isn't that so cool? That kind of traveling through that, and it matches the outside, you see, the outside of that tile bead. Pop another one of these on, and then I'm just going to end it with one of these spacers. All right. So this is going to be fun. So let me bead bug this. Let's go ahead and knock out this other side doing the same thing. Or I hope the same thing. That's the plan and goal, right? All right, so on the other side of this, I want one of those spacers. And then we'll bring in this guy and a couple of these. Put that little spacer on. Bring in our little tile bead. And let it have its bead action or its bling action on the other side. Okay, and then we'll just do that last little series. That way it's pulling the dark through as well. So it has, you know, the reds and the darks that's in here also kind of pulling throughout. Love it. And so with this being a double strand, it's kind of hard, right, to get that offset because these are so big. you know, let's take a quick peek at what this looks like though. So here's where we are with this strand. Pretty, pretty. Okay. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to worry so much about the offset because they're going to kind of want to be on top of each other a little bit anyways. And I'm okay with that. I'm so okay with that. So what I want to do on the strand that's going on the other side is I'm bringing these guys in. Okay. And without these, you could do just like some more of these little spacers. You could do some more of what was in that little mix. You could do some different seed beads. Just really your possibilities are endless. You could do some of the round dotted beads. Where are they at? They match these. That was in there, those little 4mm. That would be great as well. But what I'm looking to do here is right in the center, I want one of these that is that same kind of swirl, that same kind of red underlying swirl there. And I want to bead cap each side of that. So let's bring out these bead caps. Because you see how these are kind of irregular on the ends? See that? And so this bead cap's really going to just take care of that. It's going to make it look clean on those edges. And I'm definitely wanting that. Now, right here in the center part, I'm wanting to bring in these 8mm. And with these 8mm, I am going to put a bead cap on them, but I'm not going to do any spacers. Okay, so let's come right in with another bead cap. Let's pop this guy on and bead cap the other side. Do the same on this other side. One. Pretty, pretty. Love that. And then it's kind of an offset, offset-ish, offset-esque. You know, so he's kind of sitting in between there a little bit. You see how his spacing is here if we're right on top. So let's put this back up here. Okay, now from here, I do want to put a little spacer from this point. Okay, so I'm going to bring these down. I do want a little spacer here. And I'll go ahead actually and work up this one side, just so we can kind of see easier what's happening. So from here, I am going to do one of these little spacers. And then after the spacer, I want to pull in another one of those 2 beads, but I'm going to do this darker one. And so it's kind of pulling in the darker that's also up here in this other strand, and I want to bead cap it. So do that little 4mm bead cap. Oh. Pop him on. Bead cap the other side. Okay. We are going to do that little spacer again. And then from here, I want to pull in these spacers, but I'm going to put a little red in the middle, and this came in that mix. So then from here, I don't know why I do that with my bead mat. It's so crazy. So I'm going to put this here. I am going to bead cap him as the center. So let's cap that one. See how it's pulling that red throughout? Oh, I love it. I love it. Let's do another spacer bead. And then to end this off, I'm going to do that other red 2 bead. So let's do that bead cap for it. Let's put a spacer to end that out. So here's what that 1/2 looks like. And here's how it's offsetting with the strand. So let me bead bug this one. We will jump over on the other side, and then we'll see where the spacing is. So if I need to add a little something, whatever's fine. Whatever's fine. I'm just looking for this, you know? So here we're going to do that spacer. We're going to grab a couple bead caps. We're going to bring in that dark. We'll do another spacer. Then we'll bring in those little frosty rondelles. Bead cap that center bead. And rondelle. Do that other little spacer. Then we'll put on our last tube bead. And our last spacer. So here's that strand as a whole. Yeah, fun stuff. Just fun stuff. Okay, let's see where we are on our length. So for this strand, let's cinch that down there. We're looking at just over 3 3/4. Okay, and so then for this one, we're just over 3 3/4. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. So from here, we're going to end this off. Okay. So I'm going to do my little clamshells and we're going to end this off. And then we'll talk about, you know, the spacing, what the rest, because this isn't going to be a 4-inch long bracelet. And then how we're going to close that off. So let's do that real quick. So let's set this one aside. And here I'm going to bring in my little clamshells. Oh, I need to get some crimp tubes. I forgot them. We're going to need many. So I'm just going to get a little pile going here. That's a little more than I think we need, but that should have us covered. No doubt. Okay, so we'll pop on that little clamshell connector. Keep this up here at the tip. We'll crimp that off real good. Slide that up. Close that off. He wanted to go a little wonky on me. Okay, so we'll slide that down. And then we'll close off this other side. I'm going to fold this in half in my hand just to make sure we have some movement. I don't want that to be stick straight. So as soon as I grab a hold of this, then I'm going to do a little pull up as I push down just slightly, not much, just slightly, just until I get that first part of the crimp started. And I'll finish that crimp. Trim that off. Close him up. Okay, so there is one of the strands. Isn't that pretty? I think it's so pretty. So pretty, but like rustic and cool looking too. It's just, that's the good stuff. So let's bring in another couple of them. Get him crimped down real well. Bring this other side down here. We'll close off this side. I did get quite a bit of crimp tubes out. Let's just dump half the bottle. Okay, again, I'm going to wrap him up. Just to make sure we have some movement going on. Then when I grab a hold, I'm going to pull up and kind of push down a little bit just to make sure we don't have too much spacing. So let me trim this up here. And then 1 sec, I'm going to close the door to the bead room so we aren't hearing the animals having their breakfast. So 1 sec here. Okay, 1 sec. All right, and I forgot too, I wanted to bring out this other one just in case I needed a little more length. I had an option or an idea. So with these being like this, okay, so there are 2 strands here. When we're connecting, I have put, again, just a little overhand knot right up here at the top because this part is going to be connected here, okay? And what I was thinking about doing is I have some of these. Now, these 2 did not come in the box. These 2 didn't come in the box. I had these on the side, and these are the larger hole, and that's what I needed was the larger hole. But this one did come with that box. It was in that little mix. Okay, and then I have some jump rings going on here. So what I've done with the jump rings is I have a 5mm jump ring with 2 3mm jump rings connected at the base of it. Okay, and I did 2 of those, and then I have this 6mm jump ring. We're going to use an oversized lobster claw clasp. And then what I was wanting to do is I wanted to bring in this bead, and again, needed that large hole. And I did test this. That's why the knot's already in there. So I know it will go in there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to pull him all the way up. Then I'm going to bring in these. It's going to be the spacer. So it's going to be the spacer. It's also going to be the connection to this 6mm that is going to be that clasp. So this is going to act as a little spacer bead, that little jump ring. I'm going to pop this guy on. So you see how that sets down in there? Bring him up a little bit. There he goes. So he's going to set up in there. I'm going to put this one on the other side. And I could have went with 6mm, you know. I'm thinking of that now. Well, I could have went with 6mm. Okay, so I have those on each side. Then I'm going to pop him on. And I'm just twisting. It's better to twist than to push. And I can bring that right up. So I do want to make sure that those are both hanging down, and they are. Okay. Now I think before I put my knot over here on the other side, I think I'm going to go ahead and connect to this jump ring. So let's bring this in. So this is a 6mm jump ring. And then I'm going to let them hang as they would normally hang. Okay, so I have these hanging here. I'm just going to come in here and grab the bottom of one of them and the bottom of the other one. And this jump ring is what our lobster claw clasp is going to connect to. Right? Different, just something a little bit different and fun. I think it's fun, you know. So here at the end, I'm going to make another overhand knot that's going to scrunch right up against this guy. And so even though 6mm of cord or 6 inches of cord seems like quite a bit, you see, I may have wanted to go a little bit longer. I got this though, I'm sure. So I'm just going to pop that over in here. I'm going to use my pliers and grab a hold of that tip. Both of those strands. Oh, I only grabbed one. Come on, let's just start that over. Be patient. Cut your string a little bit longer. Yeah, so I would go probably about 6.5 maybe, just so that you aren't struggling here at this part. Grab both of those. Do I just have one again? Oh, I do. Come here, guy. Yeah, we should have went a little bit longer, Amy. There they are. Look, I did it, guys. And you don't have to use an overhand knot, of course. You could do a barrel knot. You could do whatever you wanted to do. I just think for these, overhand knots are easy, and I don't think they look bad at all. But I am wanting to be careful. I don't want to mar this leather, but I do want to cinch it up just a little bit closer. And it's tough since, you know, I have limited my length. Here we go. So I just loosened it up a little bit. That allows me to pull that down, kind of scrunch it down a little bit more. Now from this point, you can leave your tail. If you ended up making yours longer so that you didn't struggle like I am, you could even put a couple little beads there on the tail. Okay, however you want to do that works. There we go. Now for me, I'm probably going to trim this off. Actually, I am. So let me grab. Then if you wanted to, you could pop a little bit of GS Hypo in there, you know. So let's see where our length is and if we want to add this to the end. Okay, so from here, if this was connected here, okay, and then our lobster would be here. And so we're going to measure from here to here. Yeah, and that would be right about 6. And I think that's good. With the jump rings in there, I don't want it to be over 6.5 for sure. Okay, so actually let me leave these out and let's jump ring these connections. So I did get out some 4mm and some 5mm here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a 4mm on each of these strands, and then we'll connect those through that 5mm because I have a little bit of wiggle room on the length. And because it gives it good flow, there's a lot of good movement that happens then. And then I'll tell you, the next bracelet is my favorite. Yep. So I was like, Amy, wait, do the best for last. And wait, I shouldn't have said it like that. It's not the best for last. It is do your favorite last. But I thought this one was just really cool. It's different. It's real rustic kind of, and I like that. This box, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that this is my favorite box that I've gotten from Czech Beads exclusive. Not saying a lot because I get some good boxes. But I just love this. I love all of that, you know, wash that's on them, the color vibe that's with them. Okay, so these are my 4mm that I'm putting on. Okay, and then let's use the 5 for those 2 connections. Okay. So now I'm going to take my 5. I'm going to go through one, through the other, and then I will connect that lobster. And actually, I may connect that lobster separately. Again, we have a little wiggle room in the length. If we didn't, I would totally just take that right to it. But we have a little room. So let's see. I think I'm going to do this 4. So I'm going to grab that 5 with my 4 and pop that lobster on. Okay, now let's make sure which way this is going here. There we go, because I want to twist that up. So this is the way they wanted to lay. So that's the way I'm going to connect them. So I'm going to grab that guy. I see the way you are, buddy. And that one. Okay, that way they don't kink up on each other. You know, you don't want them to be all kinked up and coming up and around over here. Oh, I just removed him. And then from here, I'm going to connect straight to that loop for the leather. Come down a little bit. There he goes. Oh yeah, get that closed all the way. Okay, super cute, different. Let's make a little dangle though. I think that'll be fun. So before I do that try on, let's pop this on. I have here some 24 gauge wire, and I have this cut to, I think I just cut a piece. I don't even know how long, probably about three, exactly 3. And so let's do, actually before I do that loop, let's just pop him on. And whoa, what we could do is do one of these little spacers on each side to give that little bling factor. Let's do that. Okay. Then I'm just going to pop both of these up here. Do a little crisscross. Whoops. Do a little crisscross. And I'm going to twist this. Then we'll make just a little wrapped loop out of that. Okay. So Here we are, with little bling hanging out on top. Cute, cute. Cut off that little extra just so I'm not getting poked. All right, so let's do a little wrapped loop for this one. I'll just wrap it around a couple times. That way he has good flow, good dangle. Sure these are up here. See where that is there. I'm going to come back from the other side. We're just going to trim that right off. I'll squish him down. Make sure we don't have anything poking out. There we go. And this I'm going to connect to one of those jump rings. So let's come in about down here. Let him hang down there. So this connection jump ring here, this 5mm, I'm going to open that up a little bit. We'll pop that right on. I don't think that'll affect our lobster. And it might. It might. Let's go down here. So I'll do it with that connection just to make sure it doesn't end up flopping in the way of that lobster claw clasp. Where's that opening? There you are. Oh, wrong ones. And here's bracelet number 1. So cute. So cute. Okay, let me move this stuff out of the way. Then let's see how she fits. Oh, that's going to be good. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. Look, that lobster's like right on point. Oh, that's so cute. Looky there too. Just something different, right? And so it's a little on top of each other, those two, but that's okay. That's okay. If you got to this point and it was a little bit big, you could remove one of those jump rings. If it's a little bit small, you could add another jump ring. Easy peasy. So the way this is going to connect is this loop is hanging down from that leather and from those spacers. That's how that connection is going to happen. Super fun, super cute. Okay, so we have bracelet number 1 done. Let's bring this stuff down for our bracelet number 2. And we didn't end up using this guy. Sorry. Stay tuned. We'll find him soon. Okay. So for this second bracelet, it's going to be a triple strand bracelet. And so let's pull down what all we're using here. It's fun, fun, fun. I love these colors. I love the vibe of it all. Let's bring down our strands. We are going to need some bead caps. Here's our spacers. We won't need these. We're done with these guys. All right. A little bead action here. Bead cap. Okay. All right, so I am bringing in also some seed beads. So here is what the plan is. Here's what we're using. Okay, so we are using these gorgeous barrel beads first. I mean, these are just stunners. The AB that's on these are just amazing. Love it. Love it. We are pulling in a couple of these beauties. I love this colorway. This colorway is just so fun. I love that. From the mix, I've pulled out essentially all of them. That's this turquoise teal color. And so there's a couple different sizes, and they have that beautiful Picasso wash over them. So I pulled out all of those. Oh, these, yes, are they not just so gorgeous? Using both of those. Our pretty little dragonfly here, and a couple of our 8mm. One of those in that turquoise color, and two in that beautiful creamy with that coating on them. Love it. We're pulling in those same discs that we used in this other bracelet. And what I'm pulling in from my stash is I have some of these little 4mm hematite discs that are in that rainbow plating. These I got from my friend Laura Miller. These with a whole bunch of other discs were in one of my days of my advent calendar, and I just love it. Here, actually, all of these discs were in just one day of my advent calendar. She is so good to me. She just, I mean, made my holidays again. Anywho, so pulling those in. I'm also pulling in these little squares that I get from Hobby Lobby, these little spacers here, and those are the rainbow plated hematite. I'll link those below. So those come from Hobby Lobby. I'm pulling in some 3mm jump rings that are in that gold, our 4mm bead caps, and then just a couple other bead caps that I'm pulling in. And I love these. These are that more so like that Casey gold. Can't see how bumpy they are. Super cute, super cute. Just two of those. What else? I think that's it. Oh, the seed beads. Okay, the seed beads. This is going to be part of our closure. So I'm going to turn this guy into a button, and we're going to make that seed bead button closure. Okay, so I'm going to save those up there for whenever we're done. So on the triple strand, I have these cut to, actually first, what am I using? This is, oh, there it is. Sorry. Soft Flex Satin Silver and Fine. I mean, I put it back up. Why would I do such a thing? Anyways, that's what we're using there. And I have these cut to, they should be cut to about 4.5, 5 inches, 5 inches maybe. So let's see here. Yep, 5 inches. So I have 3 of these cut to 5 inches. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to have these that's then going to connect to these separately, that will then connect to this button. So we got a lot going on, and that's what I have these up here for. Okay, so we'll go into that then. So first, let's work on our primary focal strands. So we're going to have a focal, and then the 2 outer strands are going to be identical. Okay, so for the focal strand, I can't help myself. That guy's right dead smack in the center, and I love it. So I'm going to pop that on, and I do want to bring in some bead caps. I do want to bead cap both sides of that. So I'm going to do this little focal part. We'll work up that one side like we did with the other one, because this is just a little video strand. But oh, it's going to pack a punch, my friends. It's going to be fun. Okay, so with this, all I'm wanting to do on both sides is for this one, I just want one of our little spacers. So the thing is even though this is the center focal strand, you know, more bling and more things are happening with the 2 outside supporting strands. And I think that's fun, a little different and fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get this one side knocked out, because this is just little strands. Okay, so from here, working up each side, first, we're going to pop in this guy. Love him. So we're going to have that sitting in there, and on the other side, I'm just going to do another one of these little spacers. Okay, and then we're going to do just another one of these. And we're going to bead cap that. Okay, Okay, and then on this side here, oh, I want another one of those spacers. But on this side here, I'm going to do just a little series that's going to have a couple of these and one of the bigger ones of these. So bring this in. And do I want to? Yeah, I think I want to bead cap that. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, that's good. And another one of our little rondelles. And then at the end here, I'm just going to do another one of these spacers. Okay, so this is that one side. Cute. So working up the other side, we're just going to do that same old thing. Okay, cat hair. Okay, so we're going to put this beautiful oval on. And do a spacer on the other side. Then we're going to pop another one of these guys on, and we want that to be bead capped. Pop on a spacer. Then we'll grab another one of those bigger ones and two of these guys. And so again, even though this is the focal strand, more is going on with the two side strands. And I think what's happening with those two side strands is what makes this focal, besides the fact that it's in the center. Like, here is our little center focal strand. Fun, fun. Okay, so let's set this up here. And then these two are going to be identical. Okay, so what's going to happen here is front and center right here is this beauty. Isn't that just gorgeous? I just love that Picasso that goes over the top of it. I think it's just gorgeous. Okay, I want to bead cap both sides of this. So we'll bring that bead cap in. And I'm going to go ahead and work up the one side. Okay, so we have him down in the center. Let's bead bug that one side there. Okay, and so what I'm going to be doing from here is first spacers, 3mm jump rings. And so with these 3mm jump rings, I have just closed them up well. So you see each of them are closed up really well, just squished them. In some cases, I kind of maneuvered them and, squished them. The reason why is because with this here, I want to pull in these discs. And with the discs, actually, let me show you. Let me just show you. The disc by itself. That way you see why I did it. So the disc by itself, that does not look too shabby. Nope, it sure does not. But you're seeing it, right? Well, what happens is when I put our little 3mm jump ring on each side, it just elevates it, right? And so it's hanging for right now, okay? But hold on just a sec. We are then going to bring in a 4mm bead cap, and we're going to pop one of these on. So now you're seeing how that's elevated. I love that. Love it. Just fun, fun. Now on the other side of this, I'm not going to do this. Okay, so on the other side of this, we're just going to have that little spacer. And after the spacer, we're going to bring in that same kind of series. So we're going to bring these guys in, but we're going to have the littler of these little beads. Okay, so we're going to do one of these. And for this one, we're not going to bead cap it. Okay, we're just going to put one of these on. like so. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Now I'm going to come in with another one of these. Okay, so what that's going to do is when I put one of these on, so obviously I'm awake, but my alarm was going off and I don't have any alarm. Okay, my alarm is one that I have to slide a bar and I have to shake for 10 seconds before it goes away to know that I'm awake. So it's from an app called Alarmy. And so, yeah, that's what that is. So anywho, if there's a weird cut or edit, that's the reason why. So where I'm at is I have this other little spacer series that I put on here, and it is going to flank with one of these bigger ones. Okay, these are just a little bit bigger. These I have 4. That's just a little bit bigger than the other ones. They're all just these different sizes, but oh, it's just going to work out so well. So on one of these that's bigger here, I'm going to bead cap this because it is going to have that spacer action on each side of it. So I'm going to bead cap him. And then I'm going to do another one of those little spacer series just right on the other side. So here's how that's looking. Fun, fun, fun. So I'm going to do that jump ring, that disc, and jump ring. And then I'm just going to do another little series of this on the other side. Okay, so we're going to do one of those frosted. And then we're just going to end that out with one of these little spacers. So here is what that one side looks like. That's so pretty. Oh, it's just so pretty. Okay, so let me bead bug this. We'll knock out the other side. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to come in here, jump ring, disc, jump ring. We're going to bead cap this little beauty here. Okay, then on the other side of this, we're going to do one of these little spacers. And then we're going to come in with this series. So this is the one without a bead cap in the center. Okay, and then we're going to do this other little spacer action here. Oops, I just flung one of those. This one. Then we're going to bead cap one of these bigger turquoise. Okay, and we'll do that same spacer. Okay, and then we're going to come right back into this. So we'll do frosted, littler, and frosted. We're going to end that out with a spacer. So these are the supporting strands. There's going to be 2 of these. And watch what happens here. Actually, I'll swap that so the bead bugs aren't right up against each other. So here's what we're looking at. So cute, right? Just so cute, and this bling really just allows everything else to pull in from here. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to do another strand identical to this. I'm going to go ahead and close up their ends just to help on our timing, okay? Because you saw me close on the other one. And then we'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so I have connected these, and I'm also realizing my time. Oh my, oh my. So I have each of them connected with a 3mm jump ring, and those are connected to a 4mm. And I just love this combo, right? So good. So good. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect this to this series, okay? And so I have a piece of 22 gauge wire. I have done a wrap loop on one side, and we're going to pop this on. So I'm going to do, it looks like, am I out of bead caps? Okay, so let me grab a couple more of them. You know, it always, when it comes down to being, you know, late or running late or out of time, that's when you don't have anything you need. So what I'm going to do, I want to put one of these on the end here. So I have one of the little spacers, and then I'm going to do a 4mm on this one. Okay, I'm going to do a little spacer. And then that's where I'm going to use a little bit of a bigger bead cap for this center guy, just to kind of really stand out. See, it's like that. Do another little spacer. We'll do another 4mm for this one. Okay, and we will end that out with a spacer. Okay, so pretty. So we're just going to do a wrap loop on this other side. And so I want to go the same direction. So I'm just going to come in here, up and over, and around. Okay, we'll come in here, and I'm going to go ahead and get him started. There we go. We'll just go around a few times. Oh, Amy's in a hurry, and Amy needs to stop and slow down. This was just a scrap piece here, so it's a little long. I'd cut it to maybe about 4 inches, guys. Okay, make sure we're nice and straight and no pokies happening. Okay, so we have our little loop here. And so this, because I wanted that fluidity, right? I wanted that movement. And so I'm going to jump ring this to that part, okay? So I didn't want to direct connect it, and there's no need to do it anyway since all of them are jump rings anyhow. So I could either connect that way or this way. So I'm just making sure that I've got that center, and I do. So we'll pop that guy on here. Close that up really well. So this is what we're looking at here. Now, let's measure this real quick. Okay, and we're almost to 6. That works. Let's turn him into a button. Okay, so I have some 24 gauge wire. I have this cut to about 6 inches. I believe 7 inches. So this is 7 inches. I'm going to, for this guy, I think I'm going to do one of these little spacers. Let's bring him down here, just to give him a little bit of something there, right? I could bead cap it too, but that little bling is just fun. Okay, so I'm going to bring that to about center, okay? And then I'm going to hold on and I'm going to fold these over the top. Okay, so I'm crisscrossing these over the top here, and we have those little spacers there that are floating, and that's fine. But that way, it's just like that. And then I'm going to bring it out just a little bit so I have my V, and I'm going to twist, kind of like I did on the other one. Then we're just going to make a wrap loop on the back of this, and he becomes a button. I think that should be enough, but we'll do a few more twists here. Just so I have, at least if nothing else, good grip. There we go. So if this floater ends up back behind here, wherever it's going to be, it's going to be. Okay, that's perfectly fine, but he is just super cute. So let's trim this up. And did I intend that floater to come back there? No, but Amy's silly and Amy's in a hurry. And we're going to do a little wrap loop here on the back. Okay. So I'm going to come in here. And if on this wrap loop it kind of pops up a little bit, that is a-okay. That's just going to give us extra movement. See? So here I am so far. And then I'm going to come in here, grab a hold of him, and wrap that around. Grab my needle nose. I bent ones just to make sure I can get in there. Wrap him around just a good couple times to make sure that he is secure. Oh, I just popped that bead. Oh my, you guys. Amy should not do this whenever she's running late. I totally popped that bead. That means I'm gonna have to pop the other one. And I'm not a fan of breaking beads on purpose. I'm not a fan of breaking beads anyways, but definitely not on purpose. Why would someone do that? I just want him around just a little bit more. There he goes. Right there. Trim that off. And we're going to make sure there is nothing poking out. Looks good. Oh, and here we go. That's sad. That's like heartbreaking. But it just wasn't meant to be. And now we have our little button. Okay, so let's connect this guy. And so the way I'm wanting to do this is I'm going to connect the button. I'm going to connect the button up here. Okay, and then from here, we're going to make a quick seed bead little loop. Okay, so from here, I'm going to come in with a 4mm. Oh, I have things just all over the place. Oh, Amy. Just to make sure we have good movement too. And because we're working now with 2 wrap loops. So I'm going to connect this here. Connect that right here. Let's close him up. Good stuff. Okay, so now we have our button floating at the end. So for the seed bead closure, for the seed bead loop, I brought out some, I think these are like 10-O's. So I'm gonna bring a couple of those out. These are 11-O's, and these are that golden yellow with AB. I thought that would be fun. Okay. And then I have a piece of wire. I had 2 scrap pieces, and this is the Soft Flex Fine. I'm going to use the longer one just for ease. Okay. Now I am going to go ahead and close off. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not. So let's go right into it. I know I'm looking for about, for one of these, it's about 1 3/4 inches long. So let's come right in here. And I think I'm going to do 3 of these. And then one of our turquoise. And a turquoise. I think that'll be fun. It'll give that spacing, but it gives that little pop, you see. Is that 3? It is. Let's see where we are on our length so far. Almost. Yeah, we're right about 1 3/4. So here's how I test it. Okay, we're going to bring this guy in. I'm going to make my loop. I'm going to pinch it real tight as if it was crimped. Okay, so I've got it real tight. Now I'm going to see how this goes in. And you want it to be snug, but you see I have to open it here? Don't want to have to open it. Okay, you want it to be snug, but you want it to be able to fit. Okay, so I'm going to put on one of our little turquoise, I guess, at the end of each of these. Let's do a thin one, because I don't think it'll take much. Now let's test it again. Perfect, right? So that's how I test it. So now to close this up, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna grab both of those ends, marry them together. I'm gonna bring in our clamshell connector. Over both of those strands. And then I'm gonna grab a crimp tube. And we're essentially just crimping these together. And so I'm wanting this to actually set, I guess for this one it doesn't matter if it sets this way or this way, but I'm gonna hold on to this. Let's come down in here, and I want my strands to be side by side, you see, not crossing. Get those nice and crimped down. And I mean, I am squishing and I'm squishing and I'm squishing, because this is going to be part of that closure, so it's going to have a little pull that's happening on it. Let's trim these off. Close that up. That's our little closure. So let's connect this to the other side of the jump ring, and then we are good. And then I need to run. I need to run and get logged on. I have 5 minutes. Well, I have 10 minutes, but I'm never just right on time. I need to be there at least a couple minutes early. So I'm gonna pop this on, and this is gonna connect to our bigger jump ring on this side. Okay, close that off. You could do a couple little dangles here if you wanted to, which I wanted to, but I'm out of time. Make sure that's good and closed. There we go. Yay! Bracelet number 2. Super, super cute. Here we go. So cute. All right, let's see if it fits me, and then I gotta rock. I gotta rock and roll and get out of here. Yep, so this is the way that would go. That's so cute. Here, I'm just gonna put it on. I so struggle with bracelets, you guys. I so struggle with bracelets. Even buttons, I'm telling you. There we go. Oh, that is super, super cute, right? Super, super cute. And then he just hangs out right like that. Then this you can bend a little bit. So cute. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here with me. I am loving this box. I'm loving this box. If you don't know Czech Beads exclusive, you should use my link below and get you your first box if you haven't tried it out. But this is so much fun. Thank you for being here with me, you guys. I hope your day's fantastic, and I hope I'm back here with you soon. Bye for now.